Hey, what's good? Put a paintbrush in your hand when you sleep and have someone tickle your feet and then see what you've come up with and continue to elaborate. Let's go on this. Welcome to the news. Welcome in. It's Dinky Tech. So from here, let's steer down this very merry path. What do you think you really are when you are snoozing? When you're inside yourself and asleep? What does that all mean? There's travel that takes place. You're shifting from one paradigm to another stance. From where you go, one side of the world, one side of infinity to another, transitioning one time again and again. How do you justify what this nature of sleep actually is? You're literally traveling from universes one to the next. How is this a normal thing? How is this just passed by every single day? It's so far out, it's so peculiar that when you're in your sleep, you're actually traveling universes from one side to another, like skipping ropes or climbing monkey bars, going from one side to the next in every single wavelength that passes and paradigm that changes up. It's literally changing universes from your energy, chemistry, and dreams are in no way a solid form. So it's no way to describe what that actually is, and our existence is contrasting nature altogether. And this is what sleep somewhat brings out in our nature of existing. And it somewhat contrasts that it's more natural to not exist than to exist at all. Now if we can somewhat shift gears and to think about the meaning of collaboration when you're washing hands. If you try to wash both hands at once, it is a bit different than if you do just one at a time. Wouldn't you say so? It's as simple as that they try to help each other and somewhat work together in addition. If you try to watch each hand, in a separate sense, which is very possible indeed, you put a little soap in each and you watch each one by itself. It's just not quite the same, is it? No, not as doing them together and meshing and changing hands with your soap and rolling them over on top of one another and making motions that correspond to efficiency and throwing the process so the dirt and soap, it revolves in a circular and cyclical fashion so things work more methodically and smooth, and functionality is at its peak performance. Wouldn't you say that's the nature of collaboration? Sometimes productivity is exponentially exemplified in terms of chemistry and synergy. It's just what happens, it's peculiar, but this is the nature, how it seems it's wanting us to be, is stacking on top of one another values that are complementary. Yeah. Now let's shift down to what the thoughts about what potions actually are. What are potions? What they indicate, what the inferences are of, is for trying out different things and then getting what your result is and recontextualizing those things many different times. Potions are like a symbolic word for trying variations within the business realm. Indeed, it's like taking grasshoppers and leaves and figments of dirt as well as a couple fingernail particles and then trying to develop a witch's brew cup that will then transcend a new potion to be able to grow hair at an exponential rate. Somehow, it's things of that nature that cause different products to surface and different weird things that also come to the surface as jokes, and then they are conceptually, sometimes on occasion, successful products indeed in such things. So that is why it is relevant to just be weird and embrace the weirdness, and sometimes embrace being extra weird. Oftentimes absurdity is called absurdity until the context shifts, and then there is value behind it, and value changes into a simple resolution for an instance where someone does not have the thing that didn't exist before potions were extracted and recalibrated and crossed over and reblended and particle realigned so the new energies can form and chemistry can happen in weird ways that are called weird all the time. But then when sometimes a back-end product can arrive, and then there is synergy, and there is a product that causes value to occur, and then monetary energy is the result, and money is earned and rewarded. People are less likely to care what the beginning was like, and when it was weird. All that loss in the beginning was just gone, because no one cares when the resolution occurs and something positive does come. So it is worth just trying and toughing through the weirdness and the outcome. That is what the potions are made from, and what they taste like, and what they seem like, and what they amount to in the beginning, even though it's the weirdest ingredients you could ever possibly find to try to amount to something that could never seem to be what it's gonna somehow maybe turn out to be in the end, because weird chemistry was caused from just trying in the beginning, and it's worth it to just try weird things and just get indications and weird little leads and try to pull on that little string of the sweater until it unravels to try to get to the next level. It's what interesting and peculiar witchcraft is all about. Trying to find resolutions through connecting with nature after all, and finding the weirdest things that you might necessarily come across to be able to add to synergies that are other synergies before, and compounding interests. So after all, there's resolution to help people along in the best ways possible, and that's again what witchcraft does, and in essential sense is use nature to connect, to be able to find better ways to be able to try to enhance and improve life as a whole, in the essential sense indeed. So hopefully we've made an interesting circle this time around. Thanks again for tuning into the news. Thanks again, it's Dinky Tech. Cheerio. Have a good afternoon or night or morning. Cheers again, and thanks again, Dinky Tech. Peace.